Okay, back on the addition today. As I started putting this sweep sill on here and some paper. So I wanted to see how it was going to go. I'm not a professional stucco guy. I have no clue. But I had to finish this up here. So what I did is put a spacer on my roof. Now the fascia is going to go on top of that, and it's going to go down over it, so it brings the water out of the wall. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna, my trim's gonna tuck up underneath that metal, and it's gonna be down past the spacer. I put that spacer just so I can get stucco in there. But before I paper and wire this, I'm gonna fix this, because running this in the past videos, you can see how I frame this roof. But I have this wall here, so it ties into my other roof. I know I have to fix this and get the water. I have to put some wider roofing out to here, so it shoots it on top of there. That rake trim does go on top of the roofing down in there, so it does shoot it off there. But put some time lapse on. Alright, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to work out this transition, because I have this peak roof like I showed you before. Okay, well, might be easier. So I have this peak roof coming into here. So I think what I'm going to do is, this stuff is actually 7 1/4. I'm going to bring it down here to my 1 inch like I have here, run this over to here, cut this, but then I have to put this pitch to here, and as you can see I have to get a little bigger piece of metal on that, which I have some. It's not a big deal. Extend this up into here. I just didn't have this point. I was in a hurry to get a roof on it, so that's where I'm at. Had a bird getting in there, and then I did cut that back over there. You can see that cut in that metal trim. So I can slide a flashing in there to keep that water from following it. I'll probably cut that rake board as well and run this one into it or something. I'll put some kind of a flashing in there, so, because maybe in the desert, but when it rains here, it rains hard. Okay, so this isn't exactly ideal. Not some of my best work. It'll fit better. So what I did is I just made a pattern, and if you can see the parts I just cut off that I messed up, so it's going to match. Well, when I get it where it goes, it's going to match the pitch of that roof, so I can finish my valley and my flashing and all that. I have a line here. I'm still on my 1 inch overhang. I'm going to clean that cut up a little bit. You can see where I have it marked. This is not ideal, but there's not a lot of water that's going to run here. I will caulk that thing. But the wood, the stucco, the wire can still go up under here. So the birds will be gone. So I just take this pattern, and I went from the square cut. So if you can't see this, okay, it's 8 inches from there to the other end up against that metal. I'm still going to put a slide of flashing up in that so the water doesn't chase it down there. So that's where I am. I really couldn't do all this. There was no sense doing time lapse and just watch me get up down the ladder 5 times, because, well, I'm doing it by myself, so it's kind of a one-man show. And it's not that exciting to ride with me down to the garage to get material and different things. My other garage is a ways away, so I'm lazy. I take the side-by-side with that rig, or, So anyhow, got some input from you guys about what you like seeing. I have an opportunity to do a stair skirt on a set of stairs that runs down, you know, along with the stairs. Then you miter the front of the riser so the other miter riser can run into it, and then put the treads on. I think that'd make an interesting video. A friend of mine, she hasn't had anyone be able to, I don't know. There's nobody here that knows how to do it. That makes no sense to me. So I don't know about the skill level, but anyhow, we've done them, used to do them all the time, so not a big deal. One more thing I wanted to point out in the rake trim. That's the one that goes up the slope. I miter this in so it goes behind the other one so the water runs out. So the other ones, so you want the water running out. Same thing. I held it up there, marked my fascia board. But this is the long point of the 45. So I'm going to transfer that over, bring it down. It'll actually be cut back here somewhere because it'll be on 45. So I did want to mention that. So again, I saw set on 45. I transferred that line straight over to the back. Try to set myself up some better bench here. It would have been helpful, but you know, always in a rush. So I'm cutting on the 45. Yes, I do have a miter saw. That would make things too easy, you know? Okay, so here's the finished product. I haven't copped that yet, but I had to do. It's really hard to stand on top of a ladder. I had to add that valley flashing in there, and I just brought it up and returned it on here just because it was easy. I'll still put, let's pick up a piece of flashing for here, goes from here down on top of that roofing. I have the ridge for that, I just haven't put it on yet. That ridge will probably come out and cover that. So yeah, and then wherever this trim goes, I'm not sure how big it is, then I'll put a little short piece of rake trim right there. Hopefully I have enough. I put that weep screen on all the way around down the bottom, and I ended up being about 16 inches short. So I'll probably just get some metal, bend something, make a little doodad. So I'm not going to buy another 10-foot section for 12-14 inches. So anyhow, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Gotta go do stuff. I'm an assistant pastor at church too, so I'm going to go in and help out. Me and a buddy got to go move a king-size bed. Always stuff to do, so that's why I'm sporadic, moving around. And then this, I want to finish this. And then just run around in circles. So, should someone come help me with that, pull that motor. But that's all right, I'll get it in time. So, guys, you know, like, subscribe, I don't know, help me out. Channel's really young, but I've got quite a few. I got 30,000 views on my channel. I got 20,000 on one video. So I retired from teaching this year. I was in construction all my life. Be nice if I had something come from this channel, but not put in for Social Security yet because I'm only 63, and I want to wait till the max. So anyhow, more to follow.